Robert Helenius has decided to relinquish the European heavyweight title and therefore avoid a rematch with Derek Chisora. There's been no official word yet as to why Helenius has decided to do this. Maybe it was just a straight duck by Helenius. Maybe he remembers how torrid that first fight with Chisora was and he simply don't want no parts of the rematch. He's obviously not going to come out and say that. He'll have some type of excuse ready. Maybe he'll say that he don't want to work with the Sauerlands again because Chisora is promoted by the Sauerlands. Helenius used to be promoted by the Sauerlands, and his split with the Sauerlands was very acrimonious. They did not part on good terms. So maybe that's the excuse he'll use. Or maybe he don't need an excuse. Maybe he has a legitimate reason. Maybe he's been offered a fight against Charles Martin. I mean, I know Martin only just won the vacant IBF title, but who knows? Maybe they've been on the phone straight away offering Helenius a shot. Maybe Helenius has been offered a shot or offered a fight against David Haye or some other big name out there which would make more financial sense than facing Chisora in a rematch. We'll have to wait and find out, see if the Helenius team come out with any statement or anything, or just wait and see who he signs up to fight next. Whatever the case may be, I'm disappointed because I was looking forward to this rematch. Nevertheless, Chisora has now been or is now being given the opportunity to fight for the vacant belt and the European heavyweight title, that is. And the front runner to face Chisora for that vacant belt is likely to be Anthony Joshua. But Chisora himself, in the past few weeks, has made no secret of the fact that he's not interested in fighting Anthony Joshua anytime soon. He talked about a possible rematch with David Haye. He said he'd be interested in that. We know he's interested in a Wilder fight. He turned up at the post-fight press conference for Charles Martin versus Tsar Glaskov dressed like Inspector Gadget or some 1920s homicide detective from Chicago or New York, big long trench coat and a funny hat. The only thing he was missing was a cigar or a cigarette to finish the look. But yeah, Chisora seems to be interested in going a different route rather than fight Anthony Joshua. So I wouldn't be surprised if the EBU do decide to make Chisora versus Joshua for the vacant title. Wouldn't be surprised if Chisora himself pulls out. It would be disappointing, obviously, for Anthony Joshua because that's the fight that him and Hearn saw as the most logical next step. But we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. Let me know how you feel about this, people. Why do you think Helenius has pulled out? Do you have any information on that as to the official reason that he's given? Do you think Derek Chisora will go ahead and fight for the vacant European heavyweight title against somebody? If it's not Joshua, who the EBU line him up to face, then I think he probably won't pull out. But if it is Joshua, I'll be surprised if he goes through with it. Maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you think that the Warrior Del Boy, because Del Boy is a warrior. Let's not get it twisted. And he obviously sparred Anthony Joshua a lot. Back in the days, they were both at the Finchley gym. Derek Chisora was a young pro. Joshua was still amateur, and they did spar a lot. So maybe Chisora is not afraid of getting in there against Joshua. Maybe he fancies his chances. You let me know what you think. You let me know what you think is going to happen. All right? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.